So this video may make some people upset. I don't know, but we're going to talk about kids on carnivore or ketovore. So let's get into it. So as you can see, it's a beautiful day out here in Tennessee. Power's flickering. It may go off here in a minute. Well, hey, we got a good storm. Me and my wife been out here watching. So we're going to talk about pretty much getting your kids. Just going to try to give a few tips on how to start getting your kids into the carnivore or ketovore diet. And this comes along with after. This will come along after you get yours down and everything, and hopefully the family's starting to see you changing and feeling better and stuff. And if you're married, you can't just force the kids to start eating like this. You're gonna have to have your wife or your husband, on board with it before you can't just, force all that in. That's probably one of the hardest parts about doing this, because you start seeing all the food and stuff that's causing all this damage to people's body. And you have to learn how to just let people be themselves. They don't know what they're doing. They're ignorant to the actual way you need to be eating, or the way we believe you need to be eating, because I'm not going to say everybody believes that. But, and remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving you experiences that me and my wife have had. Getting our kids into it wasn't that hard, because we already kind of ate that way anyways. My kids love about anything, so it wasn't that hard to transition them to meat. I did notice that it's easier to keep them with meat, vegetables, and fruit. I don't think that harms them at all, because yes, fruit is sugar, but it's a lower fructose amount, I guess you'd say, than like a candy bar. You can have like, I think 3 or 4 apples to a Snickers. So transition. Oh my goodness, getting a kid onto carnivore or ketovore is probably gonna be a lot harder if they've already been eating a lot of processed food. A lot of our friends have ran into that are doing this diet and doing very well on it. The kids are very hard, because a kid and throw temper tantrums or whatever. You can find your own way of easing them into it. You ain't got to just take everything away all at once. You can just start taking little stuff out of the house. I think the way me and my wife did it, we'd let them go ahead and finish off what they had, and we just wouldn't buy that no more. So the food, color dyes too. You need to be watching color dyes and just ease into it. But yeah. So like I was saying, just let them finish up what they already have in the house, and then just don't buy that no more. And there's a lot of recipes and stuff that almost taste like me and my wife found this chicken strip recipe that you use pig rinds, heavy whipping cream. What else was it? Parmesan cheese. And you just you make your bread out of that and dip your chicken in it, and then you put it in the air fryer. And I think my wife said she likes them better than regular chicken strips, but they're pretty good. But stuff like that, there's all kinds of people that have recipes and stuff that you could do stuff like that if you have a kid that just absolutely does not want to, eat healthier. But there's ways of doing it. And I'm not saying you got to keep when you go to a birthday party or you have a birthday party for your kid, I'm not saying that, to keep them from everything. They're probably going to have something every once in a while. And if they go to public school, the only thing I can tell you on that is pack their lunch, because all the government feeds them is grain, and sugar. I mean, it's going to be that way. There's no telling what other ingredients. I'd be scared to look at the ingredients on a lot of that stuff. But back to like cake and stuff. What me and my wife's been trying to do is just like just like my birthday. Uh, I love my wife to death, and I know they wanted pizza and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna say I didn't want it either. I was kind of crazy too. But anyways, my wife made me. I told her the only way I would have pizza would be if she made them homemade, and that's what she did. She made me homemade pizza, and she made me homemade little cheesecakes or whatever. So if you're, I say an addict. Yeah, I'd say I'm an addict. But when I should have slowed down on the pizza. I ate too many pieces, and I ate 2 or 3 of them little cheesecakes too. But I was messed up for about 3 days, and I'm not doing that no more. Or I say I'm not doing that no more. But my wife's giving me 30 bucks. But yeah, but I love her to death for it, and I thank her. Thank you, baby. But yeah, I'm not saying they don't have to. I'm just saying if they're gonna eat that stuff, just make sure you're making it homemade. Make sure you go buy the ingredients. You make it yourself. And a lot of people don't want to do that, but it's a lot healthier that way. Even though we don't really process grain and stuff, it'd still be better to make it from natural ingredients. So one more thing I was going to add in there, guys. I was going to tell y'all, make sure you're reading all the ingredients and stuff on the bags or boxes of anything you're buying that's, somewhat processed. That way, for soy, any kind of seed oils, y'all should know, if you're already on the diet. But that was something else I was going to add in there. But that's all I got, guys. I just wanted to give y'all a few tips that I knew of. And if there's any questions you got, leave them down in the comments for me, and I'll see if I can find out for you or make a video on it. Just let me know, and let me know how you're doing on your diet, how it went with the kids. Let me know about that. Anyways, I love y'all. Keep Jesus first. Y'all have a blessed, safe day. Cody Jackson, out.